Okay, so this is the Behringer Power Play PM1 and P2 body pack in your system, and this is how they look like out of the box. The P2 is quite bigger than the PM1. Let's take a look at the features and the main difference between these two. In case you're picking one, you know which one suits your need. So let's begin with the PM1. The PM1 is quite simple and straightforward. It comes with an XLR input, a stereo mini jack for your headphone, and a volume control knob that controls the amount of volume that goes into your headphone. That is pretty much it. On the other hand, the P2 comes with a combo stereo jack XLR input, meaning you can connect a stereo jack in here, which gives you a stereo mix, or you can use an XLR, which gives you just a mono mix. There is a switch in here which you can switch between the mono and a stereo when you are using any of these two, which I'll show you in a second. At the top, it has a mini jack for your headphone and a volume control knob, which also serves as an on and off switch. Now, to open this, there's a knob at the front which you press and then you pull it out like that. Okay, so this is the inside. It operates on a dual or a 2 AAA batteries, and this is the switch I told you about earlier on, the stereo and mono switch. So you can toggle between any of these two. You can toggle between any of these two when you are using any of these. So when you are using a stereo jack, then your switch has to be at the stereo. When you are using an XLR, then you need to push it to the mono. Okay, so that's the main difference between these two. The P2 gives you an option to choose between a stereo and a mono field, and it also operates on a 2 3A batteries, so it makes it louder than the PM1. And on the price point, the P2 is a bit higher than the PM1, so that's something you should consider. Subscribe for more.